I ask everybody to please be seated? This is the hardest part of the whole day. To break away from the amazing conversations that you're having and find your seats. All right. Can I ask everybody to please be seated? I'm going to start calling you out by name. Tracy. Please be seated. This left-hand side of the room, they don't behave very well. All right, we're just going to get started. Good afternoon, and welcome to the 28th Annual Tempo Milwaukee Mentor Awards. I bet some of you aren't even 28 years old. I think that's pretty cool that this has been going on that long. Thank you all for being here today. It is a pleasure to see such a huge crowd this afternoon. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Kira LaFond. I'm the market president and publisher of the Milwaukee Business Journal. And I'm wearing 3 hats today. So one is the president of Milwaukee Business Journal. Second is a proud Tempo Milwaukee mentor. Yay, yay for all the Tempo Milwaukee members. And third is one of the co-chairs of this annual Tempo Milwaukee Mentor Awards luncheon. So mentoring has been the buzz word this week. How many of you guys attended Mentoring Monday on Monday? If you did not, you should do that next year. We do that every year. And this year we decided to make it Mentoring Week, because of Mentoring Monday and the Mentor Awards that Tempo puts on these wonderful, wonderful events. We had a packed house. As a matter of fact, Milwaukee had the #1 Mentoring Monday event in the entire country. We do it. We do it in over 40 markets around the country, and you guys kicked tail. So we are thrilled to partner with Tempo Milwaukee for that event, where 29 of the mentors are Tempo Milwaukee mentors, and it was a phenomenal event. We can still hear the buzz. I know that's what you guys were all talking about when I was trying to get you to sit down, right? Fast forward to today in the 20th Annual Tempo Milwaukee Mentor Awards. Just look at the crowd. We have more than 600 people here. Thank you for continuing this conversation around mentoring. And along with our 3 award recipients we're going to honor today, we're also thrilled to have more than a dozen of our past Mentor Award winners with us here today. Mentors have shared their words of wisdom as evidenced at each of your tables. Take a look at the mentoring words of wisdom. And I've also been asked to share my mentor moment with you today. I don't think Milwaukee has a mentor moment. I think that the women in Milwaukee are just natural-born mentors. I have seen such amazing work from the women in this city, always giving back, always helping each other up. And the mentors and mentees that I've witnessed have been so enthusiastic about helping each other. And while I'm up here, I just want to thank one particular woman who mentored me. And when I jumped from being 30 years in the radio business to coming to the Milwaukee Business Journal, Sandy Wysocki, where's Sandy? Where is she? She's here somewhere. I saw her. There she is. I would not be standing here today if it were not for the patience and love and friendship and mentoring that she gave me every single day. So thank you, Sandy. And finally, we hope you had a chance to explore our mentor marketplace just in the other room during the networking portion of today's event. If you did not, there's still time to do so after the ceremony. And here's why you don't want to miss our mentor marketplace. We have gathered 8 nonprofits in Milwaukee focused on empowering women and girls. We've invited these important, impactful organizations to share their stories with you, as well as experience today's Mentor Awards event. Would our mentoring partners please, listed on the screen, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. Thank you to all of you for your commitment and your support of women and girls in our community. The work you do each and every day to empower women and girls is incredibly inspiring. So thank you for joining us today. Also, to launch an event of this caliber takes much planning, organization, commitment, and leadership. And leading this talented, hardworking committee are my co-chairs for today's event, Sarah Alger and Aaron Harang. Can you stand up? Stand up, stand up. But we all agreed that we would not have been able to do this without Marit. She's really the brains and the hard work behind this. At this time, we also want to recognize and thank our panel of judges who volunteered their time and have given thought and care to the selection of today's award recipients. So thank you to our judges. And finally, we encourage you to snap a selfie. Jen's got a selfie stick. With your mentor or mentee and have someone take a picture of you. Either way, we want to see those pics and celebrate mentors and mentees today, so post it, tweet it, Instagram it, all using the hashtag Tempo Mentor Awards. We will live stream your posts on the screens during lunch, so watch for yours. There's also somewhere around here is a cardboard cutout of Milwaukee Business Journal, and you can be on the cover of the Milwaukee Business Journal. Just stick your faces in there. So now it's time to welcome to the stage President and CEO of Tempo Milwaukee, Jen Dirks.
Thank you, Kira. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Wow. I gotta take a breather. Hold on. Look at this. Look at the sea of people. Look at the sea of colors. Somebody, as I was walking in, said, "You know, Jen, Mardi Gras and Fat Tuesday was on Tuesday earlier this week, but these are Tempo colors, our orange, green, and purple, and it just is really great to see such energy in the room, to celebrate 2 individuals and 1 phenomenal corporate award for our Mentor Awards today. Just the energy, the buzz is really, really incredible. So thank you all for being here today. Tempo Milwaukee, honestly, is proud of our foundational roots in the practice and promotion of mentoring. For more than 4 decades, 43 years to be exact, we have stayed true to our mission of furthering the impact of women leaders in our community. And we do this through advocating on their behalf, we do it through elevating and accelerating, and we do that also through leadership, networking, and of course, mentoring. So we are all really pleased to be here today. I will tell you that our Tempo Milwaukee members participate in what we call mentor circles. So these are peer-to-peer confidential circles where they share challenges, they share successes, both on the professional and the personal level. So that is one way that we promote mentoring, but it's also attending events like this, our 28th year of our Mentor Awards. And our Tempo Milwaukee women also volunteer their time as mentors, serving as mentors within their corporations and also within the community. So we could not be more proud of our Tempo Milwaukee women and their focus on mentoring. 2 years ago, we brought even greater definition to our focus on mentoring with the addition of our Emerging Women Leaders program. So these are women that are established in their careers. They are truly the rising stars within their organizations. They are rock stars. So if you were to meet this group, they are incredibly impressive. We started out this initiative. They represent the next generation, the future generation of Tempo Milwaukee. We started 2 years ago with 40 emerging women leaders. We have grown today to 100 emerging women leaders. Round of applause. Many of those women are here with us today. Denise Thomas is one of our emerging women leaders who will be serving as MC for today's fabulous event. We also, I know they're scattered around, we do have an emerging women leaders table. Ladies, there you go. Awesome. They're not a shy bunch, just so you know, they are not shy at all, but we're really, really proud of them. And to further that definition, we have paired many of our emerging women leaders with our Temple Milwaukee members in a true definition of a mentor and mentee. And honestly, the stories that we've heard from the mentors and the mentees about the impact it's had, these relationships, how they've blossomed and evolved, is truly impressive. So thank you all for being with us today. Following the trend of today's event kind of rolls along the theme with this, but my mentor moment really focuses on how blessed I feel to be with Temple Milwaukee and surrounded by what I consider to be more than 350 mentors. So think about that. I truly believe that I am the luckiest woman in Milwaukee. I'm surrounded by confidants. I'm surrounded by coaches, by mentors. One of those has truly been an incredible mentor to me over the last year. She serves as our board chair, Tammy Garrison from Miller Coors. Don't cry. We've had a wonderful journey together. You've got one more year with me, Tammy, so hopefully you can stick it out, but I'm truly, truly blessed, so thank you. As Kira mentioned, this marks Temple Milwaukee's 28th year of celebrating mentors. This is our organization's signature event, as you can see by the capacity crowd, and it continues to attract year after year. The impact of the mentor event also comes alive through the $5,000 scholarships given out each year to a female college student. Each mentor award recipient has selected a Wisconsin college or university to receive a scholarship that will be given to a woman in her junior or senior year. The three $5,000 scholarships we are awarding today are made possible through the generous support of each and every one of you today. Through the ongoing support we receive each year at this event, Temple Milwaukee has been able to provide scholarships totaling more than $240,000 to nearly 70 young and aspiring women across the state since 1990. Last year, we awarded 3 scholarships in honor of our 2017 award winners. Last year's Corporate Mentor Award winner, GE Healthcare, chose Marquette University to receive its scholarship. Individual award winner, Dr. Vicki Martin, chose the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. And Temple Milwaukee member Christy Garcia Thomas chose Carroll University to receive her scholarship. Each of these young women received $5,000 scholarship, and we are thrilled that 2 of our scholarship recipients are here with us today. Would Jessica Byrne from University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee and Sarah Castle from Marquette University please stand at this time and be recognized? Ladies. Congratulations, ladies, on receiving your scholarships award. Our third winner, Adriana Sanchez from Carroll University, could not be with us today, but sends her gratitude for the scholarships. So that completes this portion of the program, but let me tell you, you are in for quite an exciting program right after lunch. So we'll come back, enjoy your table conversation. Remember to tweet, post, social media, ask all of it, and we'll get you up on the screen, but enjoy your lunch. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are excited to begin today's program. Please put your attention on the screens in front of the room.
At any stage, grab on to anyone who's willing to show you the ropes, teach you what you don't know, and act like a sponge to soak up that knowledge others are willing to share.
My mother passed away unexpectedly when I was away at college, and I was devastated to lose my unconditional advocate and mentor. Little did I know that she would set up out from her unique perch to dispatch a cadre of engaged, caring women and enlightened men to guide and mentor me throughout my life.
You can never have too many mentors because one person can't be all things. It is good to have various mentors and resources. Surround yourself with different expertise.
Mentoring has the power of serving like a beautiful and fulfilling garden, providing delicious vegetables and fruits. Both the mentor and the mentee are planting the seeds and reaping from the harvest.
A good mentor will help you hone the skills you know you possess, but a great mentor will help you identify and amplify skills you never even knew you had.
Woo!
All right, you ready to do this?
Ready?
No, you go that way.
Hello, how are you?
Welcome, everyone.
Hello.
We're excited to have you here with
Hello,
us today.
Jack. Hello, how are you? I need you to be a little bit more excited. You're around a bunch of beautiful women. All right, hello. Hello. Hello, hello. Oh, this is the beautiful table over here. Hello. Hi, Mom. This is Phyllis King's mom, everyone. Phyllis King's mom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's wait till she's done. Hey, Denise, you good?
I'm good. I'm sorry.
Can we bring it back?
I'm sorry. I'm focused. Yes.
I am Denise's other half today, which is fantastic. I think they invited me to do this partially so I can balance her personality out a little bit. I tried on my finest Jackie O. And while you'll hear a little bit about our story about Denise and I, we did not plan our outfits, which is what we've been asked a lot. That is just how powerful and strong our connection is. So before we take to the stage, love you, DT, all right? Before we take to the stage, we want to do some really important thank yous to our sponsors that are here today. This is the best Tempo Mentor Awards ever. So thank you all for being here. We want to first start by thanking our champion of education sponsor, Associated Bank, with 2 big tables here. So thank you so much for being here and supporting Tempo Milwaukee. Thank you. Thank you to all of you. We also want to thank a few of our other sponsors. So we're going to start with our scholarship sponsors. First of which, the amazing Marcus Hotels and Resorts. We are so grateful to our friends and the entire team at Marcus. And we want to do a special shout out for Tim Smith, who's general manager of the Pfister Hotel here. Tim, thank you. You are a fantastic friend to all of us at Tempo and all of us in the community. I think that's why we're all celebrating so many wonderful events here. But wait, where's Peggy? Wait, where is Peggy? Peggy's all the way over there. Peggy, he's in really good company over here. We got him, okay? Don't worry about it. Denise, over to you.
Now, Tim, you are looking pretty fly in that suit. I have to give you some kudos on that. However, I do want to direct your attention to someone who is always amazingly fly. Patty Cadoran from BMO Harris. Patty! Stand up, Patty. Give us life. Give us life. Ladies, yes. When you wear red, you can never go wrong. Patty, we want to thank you. And we also want to thank BMO Harris Bank for your continuous generosity and support. And might I add that Patty is also a Tempo Milwaukee Mentor Award recipient. So we are in great company. Thank you, BMO Harris Bank. I love you, Patty. Now, let me go over here to this section called U.S. Bank. Like, how many? Raise your hand if you're with U.S. Bank. So like U.S. Bank and everybody else that's here. Let me see, how many tables we working with? 1, 2, 3. Hi, Jennifer Bartolotta. Let's see, where else? 4 and 5. 5 tables, shout out to U.S. Bank. 5 tables. U.S. Bank, we also want to thank you for your generous support of the Tempo Milwaukee Mentor Awards. Thank you so much. Now, where's Tammy? Tammy G?
DT?
Now, I know y'all are probably, again, just checking out this fly redness. So, Tammy, let's just do a little twirl for everybody in the room. There we go. Yes. What do you think about us heading to the stage and starting the awards portion of the program? Are y'all ready? All right, let's do this.
DT? Hi, it's so exciting to be here. Thank you so much. And you guys look even better from up here. Thank you again for all your tremendous support. We're going to go into a little bit of an unscripted moment. We have everything laid out. Jen and Mara have been fantastic. But one of the things that they didn't tell us was how to share our story. So I'm going to do my best not to cry. Jen's on cue with the Kleenex back there. My name is Tammy Garrison. I work for Miller Coors. I have the privilege of doing our community affairs here in Milwaukee. I also have the honor and privilege of serving as the Tempo Milwaukee board chair. And I am here with you today with my co-MC, Denise Thomas, the effective communication coach, whom I love.
Thank you.
Realcomcoach.com, because I wouldn't be doing my job as her mentor if I didn't tell you to reach out to her and hire her. So Denise and I connected. Realcomcoach.com.
Hold on, Tim, let that marinate. Okay, thank you.
You got it? Somebody tweet that for me. Okay, so Denise and I have been in a mentor-mentee relationship for several years now, and there have been a few pivotal moments in our relationship, one of which happened right here in this room 2 years ago at the Tempo Mentor Awards 2 years ago. And the reason why it was pivotal for us was because there was this little social media opportunity where you could hold up a sign that says, I heart my mentee and I heart my mentor. And Denise and I were at the Miller Coors table together, and she came over and she grabbed me and she said, will you do a picture with me? And that was the first time I think I really felt like she had called me her mentor and her person, and it was really pivotal because we were owning that relationship and we were putting it out there on social media and saying, yes, this is us and we are supporting one another, and we were really proud of that relationship. And there's a picture of it right there in the middle. I was in charge of submitting all the photos, and I couldn't figure out how to find all the photos of Denise and I, so I found out that in my iPhone there's a folder under selfies, and probably 50% of them. And so over the last couple of years, I've been so proud and privileged to be a champion and a cheerleader for Denise in her career, in her aspirations, and in her personal life. I try to always get the front row seat for when she's going to be on stage. I try to give her advice and feedback. I try to stop her from the ill-advised moments when she's going to slam the Green Bay Packers, which we'll talk about later. She's a Bears fan. Don't hold that against her. I think that's where.
Wow.
Don't worry, I stop her. She doesn't talk about the Packers poorly in public because I stop her. So These are some special moments that Denise and I have shared. And again, I think it was really when we owned that relationship and we shouted about it. That's when I think really the magic started happening and people recognized that we had this strong bond and relationship, and where goes one, there goes the other. The other pivotal moment in our relationship was when Denise walked into my office in August and told me some news that I had roller coaster of emotions about. She told me that she was branching out and leaving Miller Coors and was going to be headed off to start her own business. And I was elated because I felt like Denise was ready to go fly. And I was scared because I'm like, oh my God, what if it doesn't work out for her and what are we going to do? And then it was, oh my, Josh, she fell.
Where you at, Miller Coors? There you go.
And then it was sadness because I thought, well, my gosh, my work friend, my mentee, my buddy, I'm not going to see her. I'm happy to report that I actually get to see Denise Thomas more now. I think we have 4 things maybe together this week alone where we get to see one another interact. So I think where I was worried it was going to take away from our relationship, it's actually really helped make it blossom. And I'm so proud of her and what she's been able to do. So, love you, DT!
Love you too. I got nothing. I'm like, I don't want to be in front of everyone crying. So I'm going to move on to the awards. But let me just say this. The significant thing about Tammy and in my relationship is that what I want everyone to think about is when you think about mentoring someone or when you think about asking someone to mentor you, look at the core fundamental interests and desires and things that you both share. It doesn't matter what the external looks like. Don't be afraid to reach out to someone who doesn't look like you or maybe always in the same place as you are. The thing that really bonded Tammy and I is because we took the risk and the challenge of talking and realizing that we had way more in common than what we thought we did just based on the outside and what we did in Miller Coors. So that is, to me, the challenge that I want to give everyone is to expand your scope of what a good mentee and mentor looks like. And that's all I have to say about that. I want to cry. Thank you. All right. Now, before we begin our awards presentation, we have a few more sponsor thank yous. Our supporting sponsor, Baird. Hey, Emily. And our advocate sponsors, A.O. Smith Foundation, Godfrey and Kahn, Goodwill Industries of Southeastern Wisconsin, M3 Insurance, Marquette University, the best beer company on planet Earth, Miller Coors, Rockwell Automation, RSM, and the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. Thank you to these sponsors.
You ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Ready?
Let's
all
do it.
right. Well, you didn't come here to listen to Denise and I talk about how much we love each other all day. You're here to hear about the award winners, and so we're ready to get started with that. So there's 3 core principles that we believe our winners today reflect, and that all of us who wish to be great mentors can emulate. The first is that they're deliberate. The second is that they're influential. And lastly, they are present. Our first award goes to a corporation that is no stranger to the awards circuit. And in 2017, they won the Catalyst Award for their industry-leading work to accelerate diversity and inclusion in its workplace and for its strong commitment to gender equality. This company, get ready for this, is one of only 9 organizations in the world to win the Catalyst Award twice. Y'all, they won the Catalyst Award twice. In 2014, the company launched an enterprise sponsorship program to strategically pair leaders with talented, diverse employees to sponsor growth for more senior roles. Under its first cohort, 88% were appointed to new roles or experiences in the bank.
BMO has 45,000 employees. We're the eighth, almost seventh largest bank in the country. And to have 40% of our senior leadership be women and have set that bar and exceeded it is extraordinary in this industry.
BMO really strives to ensure that everyone can bring their authentic self to work every day.
We're seeing women uplift women. We're seeing men take an interest in serving as ambassadors and advocates for women in the workplace. It just makes good business sense to be involved and take an interest in mentoring within a corporation.
I've been in financial services for, I guess this is my 24th year. I can easily say this is the first environment that I've been in that is this fully engaged and interested.
I've been lucky enough to have both men and women here at the bank take an interest in my career and guide me and mentor me, and for that I'm so fortunate and very grateful for.
I can't say enough about how amazing my mentors are. They have helped me with new opportunities within the bank. They've helped me with promotions. They've helped be my sounding board when I needed advice. I owe a lot of my career to my amazing mentors.
It makes me feel like I really have the opportunity to continue to grow and share what I also have learned along the way.
I've benefited greatly from mentoring, and I want to continue to pay that forward. I want to give other employees at BMO opportunities and help them achieve their own goals at BMO.
From a community perspective, the Tempo Mentor Award is very meaningful because it not only recognizes the bank's efforts around mentoring women within the workplace, but it also recognizes the work that we do outside of the bank and mentoring youth and what our employees are doing and giving back to organizations that need the support and need the help and need the expertise.
We do things to make the world a better place, including mentoring each other and others. It's an extraordinary place.
BMO is affirming.
BMO's culture is inclusive.
BMO is purposeful, especially when it comes to mentoring.
Congratulations, BMO.
Congratulations, BMO.
Congratulations, BMO. Thanks for being such a great place to work.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to recognize our first Mentor Award recipient, BMO Harris Bank, with the 2018 Corporate Mentor Award. Please welcome Kara Kaiser, Managing Director, to accept today's award.
Woo!
Wow, that was quite the video, ladies. Wow. First, let me be one of the first up here to offer my most sincere congratulations to Phyllis and to Jane, two women who are most deserving of this honor today. Happy to be here with you. When I started at the bank over 20 years ago, as Jane and my other colleagues in the financial services industry are well aware, most managerial and executive positions were held by men. So from that perspective, I think it's most noteworthy and exciting that BMO Harris Bank is here today to receive the Tempo Mentor Award. As referenced in the video, our bank has won a number of national and international awards this past year. However, for us in Milwaukee, this one is really special. Thank you. Thank you. As I've reflected on my own journey within the organization, I had a great start. I have a father who raised 3 daughters to believe that they could do anything and be anything they wanted in life. I have a mother who was successful both at home and as a leader in the Milwaukee business community. And probably what shaped me the most in my professional life was my first boss at my very first professional job at the bank was a most amazing woman. She was my boss, she was my sponsor, and most importantly, she was my mentor. And it's really difficult to find one person who does all three of those things well. And she did those things well. And what's even more unusual is that she did all of those things for me as my boss, as my sponsor, as my mentor for over 15 years. And not only did she do that for me, she did that for just about everybody as they're nodding their heads at these two tables right here. They've all been positively impacted by that one woman and many others before her. So I've also reflected on over the years, why was she so critical in my development as a young professional and as an aspiring female leader? And what I've come to is that as my mentor, she knew me better than I knew myself. She knew me better than I knew myself. She retired just over 4 years ago, and I had lunch with her late last week. She still knows me better than I know myself. When I talk with her, the answers are they're clear. She has a way of helping me see what I am seeking without giving me the answers. And that is a true skill and a gift. And the awesome responsibility that we have as beneficiaries of great mentors is to pay that forward and to be that mentor to others. And that's what makes an electrifying and engaging corporate culture worthy of an award like this. And that's what you saw from my colleagues on the video, and that's what I have the good fortune of experiencing every day with these people here at this table as well as many others. So looking out into this great site here with all these women leaders in the room, I am proud to say that I know many of you, and I know that all of you are working hard every day to make our community a better place to live and work. And I'm confident in saying that it will be the women leaders of Milwaukee who will make a difference in the future of our city. So on behalf of all of the women and men of BMO, thank you all here for your leadership. Thank you for the time you set aside to mentor others that are following in your footsteps. Thank you for shaping the future of our community. And thank you for making a better world for our daughters and our sons. Thank you very much.
Very nice.
So congratulations again, BMO Harris Bank. We're very pleased to announce that BMO has designated a scholarship be provided in their name to Marquette University.
And a few more sponsor thank yous. We would also like to thank and acknowledge our Accelerate sponsors, GE Healthcare, MGIC, and Reinhardt, Berner, and Van Duren. Oh, this is a special one for me. Moving on to our next award recipient. Her impact in the Milwaukee community and those that she has touched was overwhelmingly showcased in not one nomination, but two. Those who nominated her used the words leader, community advocate, role model, and the classiest woman in our city. One of her mentees had this to say about our first individual award winner, and I quote, "I have learned that not only do I need a mentor, but I need someone who is also my advocate. Mentors to me help build a tribe of individuals that will have my back, provide constructive feedback, be transparent, but also be able to let me shine by being my authentic self. She has done all of this and more.
Phyllis is a mentor both professionally and personally. It's just innate to who she is and everything she does.
This is an amazing person. Could this person really be so perfect? And guess what? She is.
Her role and her impact has far transcended the university. It has had a huge impact across the city, the state, and really in many national circles.
I think that when you see somebody in the community who has accomplished so much and does it with such amazing grace and ease, it is something that we all have to stop and take note of.
She just is so matter of fact and is so good at building bridges amongst people.
Phyllis has a natural magnetic personality. People want to work with her, and it just comes through in so many ways, and it just leads to a ripple effect.
One of the things that Phyllis does really well is mentor publicly. And what I mean by that is the ability to be a positive role model, both at the podium and also personally as a friend.
She takes the time to listen before she speaks, which I think sets her apart from most people, not just women.
Phyllis has compassion for others, a natural leadership ability, and relationship building skills to effectively mentor people like I've never seen anybody else before.
She looks at everything in a positive way. The glass is always half full. She is a solution-based individual, and I think that that really does make a difference.
Phyllis has been instrumental in moving Milwaukee forward through the educational initiatives she's been a part of, through her professional career with UWM, as well as her volunteer career.
You know, there's what people do on the organizational chart in terms of the function that they perform. Phyllis goes well beyond that.
Phyllis is a friend.
She's a natural leader.
Phyllis is a great role model, a great mother, a great friend, a great leader in our community.
Congratulations, Phyllis. I'm proud to call you both a mentor and a friend.
Congratulations, Phyllis.
Phyllis, congratulations. We are so proud of you.
I am so pleased to announce our first individual 2018 Tempo Milwaukee Mentor Award recipient is Dr. Phyllis King, University of Wisconsin, Milwaukee.
Wow, if that isn't overwhelming, I don't know what is. Thank you. Thank you, Denise. Thank you, Temple Milwaukee, and for all those who nominated me for this award. I'm so very humbled and so truly honored and deeply blessed, I think, to receive this award. And I congratulate Jane Ladio and BMO Harris Bank for their awards, too. It is overwhelming. Tempo really is all about accelerating, advancing, and elevating women in leadership. And I'm proud to be a member of this organization. I'm proud to be a past president of this organization, and with so many inspiring members who really truly believe in their heart that there is an equal place for leadership and for policy and for decision making for women. And I love that because there can be. And I don't think we realize that enough. What Tempo has done most, I think, is cultivate this network of mentoring and really rich opportunities to develop leadership. And this really happened to me about 10 years ago. So when Bev Greenberg saw me at an event where I was giving a presentation, and she came up and she said, "Have you ever heard of Tempo?" I said, "No," and she just said, "I think you'd be a good fit." So she invited me to one of the Temple luncheons, and then that was history. So 3 years later, I was president, and then but it was, I think there was an agenda there, but she.
That's the way it goes.
but it was very comfortable. And I think that's the message. It was really comfortable to me among all of the women in Milwaukee, or the women leaders in Milwaukee, because I felt very comfortable very instantly. But that was a turning point for me. That was a turning point for me to know Milwaukee and the leadership in Milwaukee, and it's given me a real deep appreciation for what the women in this community do, but more so, what Milwaukee's greatest assets are. Milwaukee's greatest assets are its people, are its people, and I truly mean that. A little personal disclosure in terms of what helped shape me along the way is coming from a family of 9 children. I've really enjoyed that sense of community because I had to. But at the same time came a lot of confidence, a lot of mentoring, a lot of family love. And I am really blessed to say that my most loving mother is here today, and I'm so grateful for it. Thank you. Coming from a big family, you don't get out much, because you're always doing something for the family. So we did grow up working very hard, but we had lots of love doing it along the way. And so this really led me to believe that we all have something to give to other people. And mentoring can make that difference. My mother always said the greatest gifts we have are each other. In our family. So the greatest gifts we had were each other, and we truly believe that, and giving to each other. And that was a small community that actually then, through mentoring, spread to a larger community. But mentoring can truly make the difference between someone who's living a purposeful life or aimless, or wandering aimlessly, or someone who might be more trusting or mistrusting, someone who might be more confident, and somebody who might feel like they're an imposter along the way. My husband, Ted, one of my strongest and my most devoted mentors, also here today with my mother. We've learned a lot together, and one of the things I've learned, I think, along with him is through our 40-plus foster children that we've had, is that we all need mentoring, and we all need supports. And what I learned most through fostering and through the education system and through Temple Milwaukee is that people thrive, even those less fortunate than us, when they really have nurturing. A lot of times what it takes is nurturing environments and the right support. And so, in fact, 2 weeks ago, there was research and a headline in the Chronicle of Higher Education on this discovery that said undergraduates thrive. Undergraduates that have a mentor are twice as likely to thrive after college. So really important to mentor the young along the way, mentor each other, friends, and all of that. So I commend Tempo for promoting education and also for developing emerging leaders. So now they are emerging, they're creating groups of leaders and developing emerging leaders through mentoring. So Tempo isn't just about women and isn't just about its membership, it's really about power. It's really about the power of mentoring to transform lives and businesses in this community through women's leadership. It's an enormous source of talent in the city of Milwaukee, and not only in the city of Milwaukee, in the region and in the state. It's an untapped, appreciated in terms of a talent in a workforce. So we have many, many people in Tempo and out of Tempo, but women leaders in this community are fantastic. I hope you pick up the stone that's on your table, if you've noticed, and you place it in a real prominent place in your office or at home to remind you that as that stone, you can leave a lasting impression. So I'm eternally grateful for Tempo and for this award and for all of you being here. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations again, Phyllis. Phyllis has designated the Tempo Milwaukee Mentor Award Scholarship be given in her name to, no surprise here, take a guess. Yes, University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. Thank you, Phyllis.
All right. I know you're all anxiously awaiting the third and final winner, but we've got a few more housekeeping things to cover off on here. We want to thank our table sponsors, 31 of you in all. Our table sponsors are listed on the screen today as well as in your program, but we just want to say thank you for being here and supporting the event. We also want to thank and acknowledge our half table sponsors. You guys are just as awesome and amazing, so thank you so much. You're up here as well. Finally, we want to thank our media partner, the Milwaukee Business Journal. Kira, I see you over there, Mark Cass, and the entire Business Journal table. Thank you so much for joining us today and being our media partner. And congratulations again on what is a groundbreaking, remarkable mentoring week in Milwaukee that I have no doubt will just rise again next year and be even bigger and better. And we look forward to being there with you on that journey. So thank you for that. Also want to thank our design and print partner, MTI Connect. Our photographer, John Bells, the man with the camera.
Yay, John!
Every time Denise saw John said, now get my Beyonce side.
No, not now? Okay, we'll wait. Okay.
And our, you good? And our videographers, Shireen Galib and Nakia Gore. Now, for our Academy Award final award moment. This award goes to an individual whose nomination was quite honestly a cross-country, multi-time zone, email-frenzied, 5-table fill-in-the-fister collaborative effort. This winner was recognized for her natural gift and passion to mentor, which comes from her realness and tenacity. She shines her light to inspire her mentees, challenge them to beat their fears, and unites them with others in the spirit of collaborative leadership. As one mentee put it, her gift is motivating others to act, and above all, make a difference.
The first day I met Jane, I remember clearly going home to my wife and telling her I just met someone unlike anyone I've ever met in my career.
I think what makes Jane unique more than anything else is Jane is hardwired in her DNA to be kind and to care about other people.
When I first met Jane, the first impression you get is one of boundless optimism.
I mean, she's always willing to give that extra effort, that extra time, and take it really from her personal time to be able to share with others.
She's probably one of the most transparent people that I've ever come across.
If I ever need somebody to pick me up, Jane's the one I call.
As I have observed her sponsor upcoming talent, especially women, you find that her influence and her ability to shape our business has far exceeded her job title.
I think Jane is very strategic. I think she's very smart. I think she's very insightful when it comes to working with people. I think she's a great observer in a room full of people in terms of how people are reacting to a message being given.
People gravitate towards her and they want to be involved with her professionally, personally. People want to be around Jane. That's the type of person that she is.
I feel like Jane is from the future and she got dumped in the wrong decade.
Jane is one of these rare leaders that can combine real excellence in her job with empathy, real focus on the task at hand, but also fun.
Without having met Jane when I met Jane, I do not believe I would be where I am at today.
Clearly, as a professional leader in the community of Milwaukee, she's one who people seek out for advice on their careers, and that's something that she's been very willing and open to give to many, many people.
No matter where Jane goes, she brings love and light.
She puts so much into it, and then she gets so much out of it at the same time.
Hey Jane, congratulations.
Congratulations, Jane.
I am so proud of Jane. Congratulations for this award, well deserved.
Congratulations on behalf of Andy Cesari, John Elmore, and myself, Jane, for this great award. We're very, very proud of you.
We are pleased to recognize today's final 2018 Temple Milwaukee Mentor Award recipient, Jane Haladio of U.S. Bank.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Oh my gosh. You were right. It's completely overwhelming. This is just such a meaningful moment in my leadership journey, and the best belated Valentine's Day ever that someone could want to celebrate with so many lovely people. Lindsay, my daughter's here, and she likened this to, we had this discussion about the Kennedy Awards. She goes, "Mom, is that one on TV, like where people know you're almost done?" See? So hopefully not, Lindsay. I must be showing more of my age, but that's okay. Own it, women, own it. So to Steve and Stuart and Jen, your words are engraved in my heart always, and I really want to thank Rachel, Monica Wilcox, and our fellow U.S. bankers across the nation. I recently, through all the great mentoring everyone had done for me, assumed a role of leading the health of wealth across the nation, and I'll be quite honest, it happened at the same time when I was appointed to be chair of Tempo for not just 1 year, but 2 years. And I've learned a lot about how you can, when you believe in ands, you can do both, and you find amazing capacity because other leaders step up around you. So say yes. Women, just say yes, lay it down. When you have an opportunity, forget about the fear. I do believe, and this is from my mother and father too, like Phyllis, 9 children in our family. I do believe that good works are laid down before you, beforehand, by a power more almighty than us. And you have to be able to walk and honor that. And so I accept this with just this amazing sense of humility and renewed commitment to keep making a difference. So Maya Angelou, I think, had it right. The desire for all of us to reach the stars can be really, really ambitious, and we're always, always reaching for that next great thing. But the desire to reach hearts is not only wise, but I think it's really what makes the difference between hireling leaders that just lead for their own benefit and legacy-driven leaders. I've had so many mentors in my career, I must have needed a lot of fixing. But I think part of it is being open and seeking that and being open to growing and taking that feedback and doing special things with it. And Dr. Phyllis King and my friends, the talented friends at BMO, this is a great example where Kara and Patty and Raquel and Maribeth, we're not industrial enemies. We believe that we need to fortify this industry and bring it together. And I just love what you're doing. And it's such a great opportunity for us to remember that when we compete with businesses to align and make the community better. So this room is, thank you. So there's so many legacy leaders in this room that I couldn't possibly mention all of them, but I do just want to thank you for the little kind gestures, the investments of time, talent, and energy that you all do, and for just the words of encouragement sometimes to a perfect stranger. It's so powerful to people to just have someone acknowledge that you're important. And these days, mentoring and sponsoring, I think, equates to just being vested in someone and doing something that's prevailing. It's a staggering statistic to me as a C-suite leader now that CEOs are only around for 4.5 years typically at companies. And that's because when we think about it, we have every force working against us right now because of just so many demands, right? And so for all of us in Southeast Wisconsin that achieved to do something bigger, you just all deserve a round of applause. And I want you to literally be giving yourselves a huge round of applause here because legacy leadership is everything, and I see it all around me in this room. So, round of applause to all of you. I did just want to impart in the Super Bowl of life, thank you for elevating us in Wisconsin. We always hear this Minnesota nice, but Wisconsin's kind. And it's kind because people take the time to do something so simple as this amazing gesture for me. There's so many other deserving leaders, but someone took the time to be kind, and that's just how this community is. I do want to impart 3 things that I believe deeply that I've learned about mentoring. Number 1 is mentoring and sponsoring is incredibly valuable. There's no doubt about it, but it's not quite enough. And we need to raise the bar to ensure that women and diverse leaders really learn how to advocate for themselves.
because you're the only one that are in your shoes 24/7. And you're the only one that can make that ethical decision to raise your voice when something is not quite right. And so that really can be our aim high goal as we leave this amazing Tempo meeting today and celebration today. The second thing, Denise, you hit on this, is inclusion mentoring is critical. And what I mean by that is it's fairly easy to mentor someone that you like or someone that you has a lot in common with you. But to make an intentional effort to find someone and seek them out and mentor and sponsor when you have relatively few things in common, that's graduate level loving and mentoring. And that, I think, can stop tragedies like we've even seen in Florida as of late. And so we need to do more of that. And finally, it's only by way of 1 and 2 that you learn about how to create sustainable legacies as a legacy leader, I believe. So that is our challenge. And I'd like to close today by thanking Steve Saluda. Steve, stand up, because this guy deserves the Mentoring Award of the Universe. Steve is very special to me because in the middle of the financial just meltdown, Steve took my call, and he was kind enough to say, I'm not exactly sure exactly what the role would be right now, but let's have a conversation. And so thank you for opening that window and restoring our lives here in Milwaukee. And I just appreciate everything you've done for so many employees and leaders through the years. And all my colleagues that are here, I can't thank you enough because I learned from you more than I'll ever be able to impart to you. And to my sisters are here. Stand up, sisters. I love them. It's so fun to see them here. Sister. So they have mentored me in ways I will not describe to you right now. But I can tell you that with 9 children in our family and 50 nieces and nephews and parents that are watching this today, they profoundly influenced who I am. 52 years of determination and doing amazing transformational things in communities. And my mom, who just taught me that just be creatively you, be the musician you as a banker, because that's just intelligence being creative is innovation. And so I am from a future world. I love working on strategy. It's been a pleasure to help with the strategic orientation of Tempo it is today, but all the women here are the ones that are actually doing it. And I just want to end with thanking Matt, my husband, for always encouraging me to not be afraid and do the M&M one opportunity thing. And your impression's awesome. It makes me laugh. And Lindsay, your resilience and beating 2 open heart surgeries and helping me learn why I need to be where I need to be and when is going to make my life so full, because you've taught me how to be fully present while a lot is going on. So I love you. I'm going to end with, as water reflects the face, so one's life reflects the heart. And thank you for being a community of heart-led leaders that has allowed me to love you and for loving me back somehow in your own special way. Wow. Thank you.
Wow. Wow. Love you. That was awesome.
Fantastic job, Jen.
Congratulations.
Wow, Jane, congratulations. That was a remarkable speech. Thank you for inspiring us all. Jane has designated a scholarship be made in her name to Marquette University.
I need some Kleenex. So, ladies and gentlemen, was this not awesome? What an amazing experience. Way to start our weekend. So I want, again, before we close out, everyone, please join Tammy and I in congratulating all of our 2018 Tempo Milwaukee Mentor Award recipients. BMO Harris Bank, Dr. Phyllis, Jane, we love you. Congratulations. You made me cry. And thank you once again to our champion of education sponsor, Associated Bank. And to all of our sponsors for their support and their continuous commitment to the Tempo Milwaukee Mentor Awards Luncheon.
And don't forget, as Phyllis mentioned, take that mentor stone with you. Take it as a reminder to be intentional about your mentor relationships. Take it as a reminder to talk about your mentor relationships. I challenge all of you to take a selfie with your mentor or mentee. You will, it will be remarkable. Talk about your relationship. Own that relationship. I think you'll be surprised at how powerful that can be when you go public with your mentor or mentee. So please do that. Tweet, post it, use the hashtag Tempo Mentor Awards because we want to be able to hear about it as well. We want to be able to share your stories. And our sincere thanks to all of you for being here for the 28th Annual Mentor Awards. I've taken a mental Rolodex of who's here. I expect to see you all next year. I will be here with you, and I hope you all will put it in your calendar. We'll get that date out very soon. But quite sincerely, I am so privileged to be able to have been your MC for today, to honor our recipients, and just to say thank you, and look at the power of mentoring and what we can all do together. And to Denise, love you, DT.
Love you, Tammy J.
Thank you for sharing the stage with me today.
We can't hug because the mic will go on.